bags. I've left some food in the house for you, and your cat flap's open. I've just got to nip out, darling, because my fuel pump's playing up. I've got 2.5 hours of light left. See if I can find a coin worth 200 quid to get the job done, basically. Oh, all right, love. See if that works on you. Let's see if she starts to. She does sometimes. Oh, go ahead. Just get me down to the farm and back, that'll do. Siri, play Iron Man. Got no idea out of which two machines has got any charge on. Haven't been out for about 9 days due to the weather, and then I just got into a slump. You know, mental health and that in it. But there you go, lovely field there. I'll try the Deus first. So it's 2 o'clock on the Deus one. It's got half coil battery, so that'll do. Start losing the light about 4:30 now. So let's see if I can earn £200 to fix my car in 2.5 hours. I'm not holding out much hope, but you know what? I was talking to a local metal detectorist the other day, and I thought this was just Pabs and Steve shared permission, which it is, but he's local, born and bred. Shout out to Michael Hitchin, hope you get well soon, mate. And he said, oh yeah, that farm, yeah, every man and his dog's been on it, which is fine, that's cool. I like it when people can get out. But this is this farm where I've had quite a few hammered, and the trays and denari and the gold hammered £0.5. So just shows you, doesn't it? Here's a banger to get us started. £85. Well, I don't think that's going to cut it, not unless I can dig up a skip full of trash in 2 hours. Not as many signals as I would have liked today. The ground's very lively, giving me loads of feedback, but it's just not getting many positive hits. I've got a sharp little 80 here. See what that is? Actually, I just went to put my spade in and I noticed something around there. Is it a button or a coin? And is it silver or not? I don't think it's silver. It might be a not a predes, a Cooper nickel 6pence or something. I'll give it a wipe. It's a little copper farthing. There was a little bit on the bottom that was quite dry looking. That's why I thought it might have been silver for a sec. But yeah, little farthing with the wren on. Here is a slightly squiggly on the line, mid-60s on the Deus one with HF coil. And there is some clay pipe next to it. Well, it could have been a button or an eddy penny, but it is what it is, and it ain't gonna get the Mazda fixed. But I don't care, because it's a beautiful day, and if I have to, I'll walk home. At least if it don't start over there, it's out the way there. I can stay there till springtime for all I care. I'll just walk here every day. Only take me about an hour on these done to death fields, walking in the rain. I've had a lot of rain. I thought this stubble, it wouldn't be too sticky, but it's just starting to coat my boots. And do you know what? Even though that ain't a lot, that's very heavy already. So I'm going to go on the orchard, which I've never tried before, because I got a feeling there'll be plenty of ring pulls, but there could be gold in that there orchard. Here's one in the mid-40s. It's giving off a doof doof sound, probably foil. It is in the gold range though. As expected, it's foil. Foiled again, Mr. Wormy. There's a nice signal suggesting a bit of depth for something that might have been in the ground for a long time. See how the line is not doing much, and it's just a bit of a rut sound. I use the pitch audio, which is very basic. Finds me a lot. Yeah, I was down about 5 or 6 inches. Oh, what is that? It's quite soft anyway, but it's not a rare hammered. Unknown lead artifact from an unknown period, but because the lead is not very white looking, probably only about 100 years old, whatever it is. Well, I've just noticed this footpath, and no doubt now that I've got the knowledge that every man and his dog has been on this farm in the distant past, this footpath will have been well detected. I'm going to go walk through the trees, swinging up that way, and come right down it though. Got a target there about 81. Some sort of Polish beer bottle top, I'm going to guess, from a company founded in 1855. In places that have got a lot more public access, like this orchard, and also the workers that will have been in here. You got to know when to leave targets in the ground. Now, I'm going to leave that because I think it's a beer can. But just for the sake of the video, I am actually going to dig this one just to prove my point. Minute possibility it's a silver pocket watch or something. But chances are it'll be a Polish beer can. Yeah, it is a can of some sort. Indeterminate can. Possibly Coke. But there you go, that's the last one of them I'm digging. That was just as an example, and to explain why I will be leaving some signals in this more accessible area. Again, mid-80s this one, something that sounds like it has been in the ground for a while. Okay, it's out here somewhere. I don't think it's much. I'll give it a wipe and show you. This is it. I don't know whether that's been off the bottom of some sort of shotty cap, but I don't think so. All I know is I can see the word Calgary, PO, something or other. And another thing I know is it's not of any value. I'm very confident. $69 there. Although it doesn't sound deep, so it suggests it won't be old. Best case scenario, something modern of value. It changed to 73 when I disturbed the ground, so that pretty much intends that it's going to be a ring pull. Yeah, there you go. Happy days. It's just banged in at 91. But it appears to be either blank or very worn both sides, so I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some sort of old tag off the trees that they were growing. This was an 82, and I might be onto a coin spill here because there appears to be something left in the hole. It's not even a modern pound coin. It's a secondary modern. So, yeah, Hasn't made a dint in the 200 quid target, but not a bad looking coin actually. No, there's just a bit of iron left in that hole. I'm near a footpath here, so yeah, make sure you tidy your holes. If there's any excess guff, just kick it off into oblivion, spread it about a bit and don't leave any holes. We've got a very confident sounding 64 here. Probably just some more modern junk. Yes, there you go, some modern guffins. And I'm 55 minutes into my 200-pound challenge. What I've actually been doing to come up this path is keep on this side of it. So now I've got 3/4 of the path, including the middle bit, to go down in a minute. No doubt it'll produce the same results, maybe modern coins. Best case scenario, a bit of modern jewellery, who knows. But if I get time, I'll spend the last 20 minutes back on the arable, but it is really sticky. This lighter just banged in at 95. Convinced it was going to be a tin can that I've said I'm not going to dig, but I couldn't resist the lure of a silver pocket watch. Well, it's not a tin can at least. Well, I didn't end up going back down that main path which heads down the middle. I've come down a side path to check out the neighbouring property just to see whether it's worth asking about, but I think it's overly managed and I don't know who they are. But on the side of the field there's another path here that goes right the way down, but I think this is a bit less travelled, so possibly a little less junk, who knows. I'm going to do this one instead. Wow. There's a robin on my spade. Wow. I wonder if I can get a clear pic of that without scaring them. Rach always said, my late wife, always look out for robins. They're your lost loved ones coming down to say hello. So I see that as a little visit from my wife there. She's just took off under that bush now, bless her. God love you, Rach. Having that robin just even turn up, let alone land on my spade, was worth it for my mental health. I have been struggling. I stayed in for a couple of days to rest up. Then the weather got bad for 3 or 4 days, and then I was just in a slump. So the weather's been nice the last 2 days and I've done sod all. That's Rach just saying, pull your finger out, Stevie. God bless her. I was right about the modern coinage. Look at that for a clod shot. Get in. My first spendable cash towards my 200 quid to get my car fixed. Getting desperate now, back on the cans. Fully convinced that would be a functioning iPhone 16, but not to be today anyway. This came in at 62 and I was going to leave it because I left another 62 just over there, but I'm going to go back for that one now because that is 10 pence closer to the mechanic's bill. And this 62 proves why I was tempted to leave the first 62 on this path. Just not sounding deep or old, that's why. Obviously I'd normally dig a 62. And that makes 3 62s in a row. My first shotty of the day. I reckon I've got another tin can here. I know I said I wouldn't dig them, but this thing is well and truly stuck on me. Can someone just... Oh, Jesus. Ow. Oh, it's in my hood. It's in my hood. Oh, right, let's... I said I wouldn't dig tin cans, didn't I? Well, I don't know what this is still. Just shows you how optimistic you can be sometimes, even though you know you're an idiot. There's proof positive that they're not all tin cans. I just don't know what it is, but it's not a tin can. And it's probably older than me. Well, this was a 94, but it didn't sound big like it can, so I've dug it. What is it? Oh, what are we on now? 32p towards our total of £200 is about 45 minutes, possibly an hour and a half if I push it left. Always check your holes, because that one was still in there. That's 34p. All right, there you go, 35p. Probably enough to get you 1/6 of the portion of chips these days. Not even that, about an eighth. This bit of lead squawked in at 55. I was hoping it might be a golden earring, but I don't think it ever has been. A solid 82, and my first gold looking thing of the day. Aye, I wonder if it was off a bottle of cider. Strongbow maybe. Well, I've just come off that path. It ends here anyway. And like I was scoping out that neighbour's field there, I come in here just to scope out this neighbour's field, and then I realised it's actually part of our field. It goes round the corner, so I'm going to go back on this for a bit. This is where I got the Denari a few months ago. Sticky probably, but let's just hope I can put up with it for the last 45 minutes or so. It's about 3:30 now or something. Here's a solid sounding 87. Nice line. Doesn't sound deep or anything, but because it's up back on the plough, it still has the possibility of being old. After a bit of scratching around, I've uncovered it. Is it a threepenny bit or a 20? Yeah, I think it's a threepenny bit. Well, at least the coins have aged a bit on the pre-des. Yeah, happy days. Well, there might not be much value there yet, but the coins are racking up today, seeing as I've been on them footpaths and that. It's just banged in, but I'm not sure what it is. I was wondering whether it could be part of a crotal bell, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so, no. Just some more gubbins banged in there. Might have been some lead off old windows. And just a little tip for anybody who's thinking of getting knee pads, or who's got knee pads and is a bit conscientious, thinks they look like an idiot. Just kneel on your spade like that. Keeps you out the dirt. Alright, it's banged in at 80 odd. It's probably a button, but I'm really hoping it's like a rare, unrecorded, local Worcestershire trading token from the 1600s. So look. No, I think it's just a button. Well, this banged in, and I was hoping it would be like a Pandora's bracelet, still in its box or something. Well, I don't think I even know what that is. And even if I did, it's got nothing to do with Pandora. It's not their fault. Well, the 2 hours is officially up. The light might last for another half an hour, but as the light's dropping, the temperature's getting really cold. So I'm going to swing the 300 metres back to my car. It now becomes a 300 metre challenge. Can I find 200 quid worth of old tat in 300 metres? Stay tuned to find out. Problem is, with being back on the plough, there's still lots of small bits of lead. That banged in at 55. The knee pad solution is working fine. There's a 61 in there somewhere, but as you can see, it is still sticky. Some sort of little lever mount or stud, I think. quite old. Might be medieval, that. They didn't wear knee pads in medieval times. They bloody leant on their spades. I'm telling you, you've never seen them peasants wearing knee pads. Gloves either. Gloves weren't invented till Arthur invented them in 1953 in honour of the Queen getting coronated. He had to serve up the fucking cheese sandwiches at the street party, and he'd just been out digging. He invented gloves in 1953 to serve sandwiches. You don't go metal detecting in them. Well, I'm back at my car now, so you're probably all thinking I failed the 300 metre dash challenge to get the 200 quid. Well, all will be revealed at the end of the video, because the last 3 signals that I got in the last 300 metres, one right next to the car as well, I'm going to show you when we get back to the house. So it's still in the balance. Did I or did I not do what I set out to do? Siri, play Lucky Man by Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
He had white horses and ladies by the score, all dressed in satin and waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. White lace and feathers, they made up his bed. A gold-covered mattress on which he was led. Ooh, what a lucky man.
Yeah, so you've been waiting for Daddy to come on with the bacon, haven't you? Well, we'll see if I found it or not in a minute. Yeah, you can always rely on Daddy for your fancy cat food, can't you, too? I'm going to have to eat bricks again tonight. Do a bit of warm water, mash them up a bit. Well, that's what's in my finds pod. I ain't got my glasses on, but 1, 2, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 coins. Let's see what they are. So, 1 farthing, 1 threepenny bit. That is it for the pre-das. There's 10p. That's 12p. 14p. 34p. 35p, and it would have been, it's a near miss, nearly 135. Now let's go and chat about them last 3 signals and whether that's made it up or not. Well, the last 3 signals were absolutely shite. I didn't even dig them. So yeah, I might have over-egged that pudding a bit. Didn't even put them in the cart. Didn't even take them out of the ground. They were all So I guess I fell, what is it? I'm short of my total of £200 by about £199, 65p there, give or take a couple of pence. So on another day I'd smashed it. It's just how it goes, innit? It's just how it goes. Right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment if you want Tilly to keep eating cat food. And if you want to drop me a super thanks, you don't have to. And now for something completely different at the end of the video, like I usually do when I can be bothered.
Salad my weekend says, mate. That's what you need to run. Yeah? Well, like a Roman fucking soldier, don't I? With my face shield.